One of the biggest myths in our fitness culture is that the path to gains is by doing progressively more repetitions, particularly when it comes to calisthenics. This can also go for just trying to lift progressively more weight in either weighted calisthenics or similar weightlifting dynamics. Now, before you think I've completely lost it and gone, well, more insane than usual, hear me out. Because when our attention gets put towards the goal of chasing after metrics, we reverse a very crucial process that we don't want if your goal is to build bigger and stronger muscles. Hello, my friend. Yes, it is I, Matt Schifferle, back again with the Red Delta Project, where we take a fundamental approach to fitness to give you the most direct, shortest route to what you're trying to accomplish. And if your goal is to make your muscles bigger and stronger, then what we want to make sure we're doing is progressively challenging the work capacity of the muscle itself in our workouts. Now, while chasing after metrics like, oh, if I'm lifting more weight, or I went from doing 10 push-ups to being able to do 20, that seemingly looks like we are progressing our work capacity, which is a combination of time and tension, but it's also very easy to fool these metrics. It's kind of like the individual who's so fixated on getting lean and they're focused on the metric of weight. Well, it's extremely easy to manipulate body weight without having any changes whatsoever in fat mass. And similarly, you can pad up your metrics of how many reps you can do, and to a certain degree, yes, how much weight you can lift, without actually making your muscles all that much bigger and stronger. It's because it all boils down to how we utilize and relate to efficiency. Because efficiency can either be helpful or detrimental depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to get out of your workouts. Basically, it boils down to, are you trying to condition your body, or are you trying to win at a game? When we make our technique less efficient, we make it a lot easier to create a strong stimulus in the muscle itself, telling it that it needs to adapt in order to become bigger and stronger. Or as I like to tell my clients at the bodyweight gym, we do things the hard way here. We use a big range of motion. We use less stable implements like gymnastics rings. We make sure we're using pauses at key components and making sure that we're working our muscles as hard as possible. And yes, that means your reps are gonna go down. Yes, you're not gonna be able to lift as much weight. And I see that as a very, very positive thing, because the harder we make the exercise on ourselves, the easier it is to trigger the adaptation we need. So inevitably, you're reversing the process. You don't get bigger and stronger by doing more reps and adding more weight. You're adding weight and you're doing more reps because you've gotten stronger. It's not a chicken or the egg thing. You build the strength first, and then the metrics build up as a secondary characteristic, and the strength always comes first, not as a result of adding those things. And to get you started, check out these videos on making your push-ups and your pull-ups less efficient, so you can't do as much, but you're gonna have an easier time getting what you want out of those repetitions. Thank you very much for watching. Thoughts and questions down below. Be fit and live free.